I was able to capitalize on one of the tougher days to trade, FOMC day, which is just notoriously known to be very choppy, not a lot of movement or follow through, which is why we warned everybody heading in the stream and in the Discord that we're probably not going to find a lot of movement today or follow through. So definitely be a little bit more patient. Size it down if you have to. Don't be chasing every single move that you see because it's very, very tough to chase these days because there's not often a lot of move to be had. But I was able to play it very well, and I want to go over why and how I was looking for these trades. Now, the first one, before the trade, let's go over just the price action on the left here. That's the 15-minute. Very, very sideways like we expected overnight. Everyone's waiting for that 2 o'clock release to finally make the move. But some people were still liking the longs just the more and more it held this overnight VWAP. And I can't blame it. That is a nice level to buy it off of. But when you have these other two VWAPs above us as well as the start of week and the previous day's New York, I was a little hesitant on trying to long it up to those VWAPs because in 1 or 2 candles below, we now have full VWAP alignment to the shorts. So I kind of like the shorts, but I could see the longs as well just because I'm always trying to come into the markets with a long bias. But look at the 1 minute here since the open. This is just classic FOMC day. All of this is just noise, sideways, in a range. No one's in control. It's one of the tougher price actions to trade because especially on FOMC day, this strong break below New York VWAP is going to get a lot of people to jump in short. And then it holds the New York. Okay, now's the time it breaks for a new low. Now's the time. But it's just stuck in the range. It's not following through in either direction. And you can maybe say it's because it's holding this overnight VWAP, the same it had done pre-market. So why are you trying to short it into a key level of support? That could definitely be an argument. But then it makes a new high of day. So maybe now people are getting excited that we are going to trend today. I knew it. There's the new high. I wanted to long it. Now let me get in long at the top here. Let me trade that higher low, maybe this higher low. But knowing what conditions it is, just because it made a new high a day, I've seen so many FOMC days not really move a lot. You don't get a lot of continuation moves. Maybe there's one move and then it sits sideways the rest of the day. I just don't believe, and I could be wrong, of course, we're going to trend today because often we don't. So the more we hold this start of week VWAP, holding it as a nice resistance rather than get trapped into chasing the breakout, which I don't think we'll do, trade what the market's giving me, trade the reversion back to the New York VWAP, right? This is the range on top. This is the range on the bottom. Well, we just moved from bottom to top. Well, now let me try to go from top to bottom because we're stuck in a range and we're at key VWAPs where it's likely to want to bounce. If anything, I'm not just shorting it off of no man's land, hoping it pulls back. We're off of 2 key VWAPs and I get out of that mid-range. And then it breaks for a new low a day. But again, we're not going to just chase the shorts now because it made a new low a day, pull back, break of low a day VWAP, trend continuation to the downside. If it was trending days, yeah, that would probably happen. But I don't think we're going to trend today. We're holding this opening range low again, the same we did at the open. Rather than get trapped shorting it at the bottom, look to play the range that it's giving me. I just shorted it from the top to the bottom. So now I'm going to long it off the bottom, trade it back to the top, or you can see here, the mid-range, right? Know what the market's giving you. I tweeted it out today, and I have it in my report card here. You have to know what market environment you're in. You can't play the trending strategy, right? My VWAP breakout on a ranging day and expect to win the same amount you would on a trending day. Same thing for the inverse. You can't play your ranging strategy on a trending day and expect to just win all the time. It's not going to work today like it will on other days. And you have to know what is today giving me. I can't chase these high day breaks for more longs if we're not likely to continue. I can't trade a range if we are likely to continue, right? So I don't love these trades, right? I particularly would rather find trending setups, but it's FOMC. I have reason to believe it might be choppy. It's showing me it's holding these ranges. So I play the idea out. Knowing what you do best mixed with knowing what the market's giving you, right? So that was really as simple as it came down to. Now, if you go over the charts here, you can see these 2 trades pretty well executed, honestly. And when you look back at it, I wasn't trying to call the top or bottom, I guess a little bit. But what I also love about these ideas are the stop losses, true invalidation points, right? I can get a stop loss at high a day for the short. Well, if this does in fact break for a new high, my range idea is dead. We are maybe trending a little bit, so get me out of this short. Same thing with this long. The more it holds this opening range low, setting a base, well, if it finally breaks for a new low a day, get me out of the longs. This isn't ranging like I thought it was. Maybe we are going to trend. So I get really clear invalidation points, really small stop losses, but that's where they should be. I wouldn't want to be in the idea still long from down here. So I like that about it, that I can get out at the New York VWAP with a great risk reward. And same thing with this short. I didn't close it at the bottom by any means. I got out at the VWAP. Trading level to level. I don't know if it's going to slice through it. I'm just going to trade from one VWAP to the next. Rinse and repeat. Try to come back tomorrow when it's hopefully trending and go back to the classic New York bounces, high day breaks, whatever the case may be, right? But it's very, very important to know heading into it what FOMC days normally do, right? That's first of all. But also currently, what is the market telling me to do? Do I believe we're going to move higher, lower? Why do I think we're going to trend today when this day is normally very slow? And you can even look at it from the high to the low today, 16 points. We're in a 16-point range all day. So why am I going to give it a 20-point stop? Or why am I going to chase a breakout for 10 points when we've only moved 16 all day? We're stuck. We're waiting until 2 o'clock. And then you could see there's all the 2 o'clock noise. And there's the juice that everyone was waiting for. So there's the movement, very sporadic. Definitely don't want to be trying to trade that. But I think today, just knowing what is the conditions of the market telling me to do. And then we'll come in tomorrow or on a day, any other day this week, and try to take the lower highs and lower lows, right? Just the day previous, new low a day, pull back to New York. If I thought it was going to be rangy, then you probably would want to long it back to the top of the range. But since I have no reason to believe we're just going to be in a range, you trade the low a day break to go continue trend. And it works because it's a trending day. Same thing with on this Monday, right? It was stuck in a range. New low a day, pullback, trend continuation because it's a trending day. Today, if you chase the long on a new high a day, pullback, trend continuation, there's no trend. So just know what day is giving you what. So hope you guys found value in that. Definitely a tough day to trade. I wouldn't even be blaming you if you said you're going to limit the time at the desk. If I'm going to trade from 9:30 to 10:30. If I can't get anything good in that time, I'm going to call it a day. I'm only going to take 2 trades. I'm going to size it down because it's a difficult day. It's a difficult day to try to navigate, right? These aren't the normal plays you see me taking. They're viable. They're good. They worked out. But I don't love taking these. I don't want to be getting in the habit of trying to do this every day because it's not the highest probability setup. It maybe is on this day. But overall, felt good about them, executed them well, and it paid me. But tomorrow I'll be looking for in-trend plays until it tells me it's ranging. And same thing with the ranging days. I'm going to look for ranging setups until it tells me, hey, trend is back in, try to capitalize on it. So you can see just 2 trades stacking small wins on top of each other, still going towards this great month. A couple flat days, right? July 4th, obviously the first of the month as well. I was moving in. But overall, 2 max daily loss days, but it's fine. Look at last week. We made it back already in just 2 days of trading because that red day is manageable. It's not $5,000 and then making $200 the next day. We can make that back in due time. So I appreciate you guys always tuning in. Make sure you check out the top 1 sale and the streams as well, where we take all these trades live every morning. The links to everything is always down below. I appreciate you, and I'll see you guys on the charts tomorrow morning.